All right, so welcome back to Clever Minds, still on quadratics. So in this section, we'll be looking at this example, that is more examples on maximum and minimum values of a quadratic equation. So now we'll be looking at how to solve this question on minimum value of this quadratic equation and also the equation of the symmetry. So we have to find the minimum value of y equals 3x squared minus 2x minus 3 and the equation of the line of symmetry. So let's see a solution to this question. So we have y to give us 3x squared minus 2x minus 3, right? Good. From there, we are able to factorize out 3 into x squared minus 2 over 3 x, then close bracket, minus 3. Are you with me now? Good. So most times from the equation, you already know the minimum of the maximum. The coefficient of x squared determines the minimum or maximum, right? Good. So if the coefficient of x squared is positive, then you should know that your a is greater than 0. So that will give us the what? The maximum. That is, sorry, I mean the minimum, rather, the minimum. But when a is less than 0, that is negative, then we are going to be talking about the what? Maximum, right? Good. So now let's continue. So we have 3 into, now what's the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is negative 2 over 3. So we come here, negative 2 over 3. We half the coefficient of x, that is, we divide it by 2. So that gives us what? Negative 1 over 3, right? Good, because this cancels out this. So then we square the result, and that gives us what? 1 over 9. So this 1 over 9 is added to this expression in the bracket, similar to what we did in previous section, in previous example. So we have minus 2 over 3x, right? Plus 1 over 9. Then to make it look exactly like this expression, we subtract 1 over 9 again. Then we close the bracket, minus 3, right? Good. So now we use 3 to multiply all these terms in the brackets, but we are going to do that technically. And how this is how we do it technically. We say 3 open bracket 3x squared minus 2 over 3x plus 1 over 9. I close the brackets. Then I now use this 3 to really divide this 9. That gives us 3. So I have what? Negative 1 over 3 outside the brackets. That's how to multiply it out technically. Yes. So the reason why I'm not using this 3 to multiply this, basically, is to make it look like a perfect square. So I'm going to, you can see it now, I'm going to write 3 into x, right? Good. X. Then we have what? Is it plus or minus? So it will be minus 1 over 3. Minus 1 over 3. All squared. So by the time we take, back this expansion, we expand this x minus 1 over 3 all squared, we get back this. Can you see that? We get back this expression in the bracket, in the previous bracket. So we now say minus what? This gives us 10 over 3. Do you understand? Good. So now from there, we are able to see that the minimum value of y is when this expression in the bracket is equal to 0. Yes. The expression in the bracket must be equal to 0. So what are we trying to say? So let's assume that the expression is equal to 0. So we have, that's 3 into 0 squared minus 10 over 3. And that gives us what? 0. Because 0 multiplied by 3 will give us 0, minus 10 over 3. And that gives us negative 10 over 3. So y minimum that is the minimum value of y, is equals to what? Negative 10 over 3. So this is the minimum value of y, because the minimum value of y is when the expression in the bracket x minus 1 over 3 is equals to 0. So now at what value of x is y minimum equals to 10 minus 10 over 3? At what value of x is y minimum equals to negative 10 over 3? So we come here, that is at when x minus 1 over 3 is equals to what? 0. So at what value? X equals 1 over 3. So this is the value of where x actually at which y minimum equals to what? Negative 10 over 3. So this equation for x is what we call the line of symmetry. The line of symmetry. The line of symmetry. Are you with me? So good. And this value, since it is what? Greater than 0, it determines the what? It tells us the minimum. That is the lowest point. The minimum is always also known as the lowest point in the parabola or in the curve. Lowest point. So that determines that. It determines the minimum or the maximum. So if it is negative, like I said, it will tell us the what? The highest point, which is the what? The maximum. So we have come to the end of this section. Once again, this class is brought to you by Clever Minds. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions on how to find the minimum and maximum values of a quadratic equation, you can reach out to me on Clever Minds. Just drop your questions and I will get back to you. Right? Thank you for your time and you have a great day.